One of the things I was thinking about was what happens when we ask ourselves, what if? Just what if? And that's why I'm literally sitting up here in the random little nook, a little cranny in the mountains. Like, what if? The question I asked myself about 30 minutes ago is like, what if I just go take a little, well, I was actually done with work, but what if like I don't go straight back to the office? And what if I just come up here and just sit in the mountains for a little bit? It's like, what if? So that's what I'm doing. And I feel like a lot of us need to have a lot of that courage, because if I didn't ask, what if this little guy chilling here, like the nice little lizard just sitting on top of the rock right there, it's a simple to set on when you don't ask yourself the right questions. What if is such a powerful thing because it keeps your mind open, right? It keeps your mind open. It keeps you always curious. It keeps you always investigating. It always keeps you trying to find the next answer, because a lot of people, we live in a very comfortable place, a comfortable society. And by comfortable, I mean, I know there's crazy things going on, but relatively, every single moment, we're not looking behind our back, waiting for a lion to pounce on me or something like that, It's like we are comfortable and we could just do what we do. And that lizard is doing push-ups right now. It's kind of strange. But anyway, it's like we don't ask ourselves these questions anymore because we're just comfortable. So why pursue it? I'm comfortable here. I'm complacent here. Why go further? Oh, I have my answer. So I don't need to go anymore. I'm just going to keep telling people what I know over and over. I always live under the pressure. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? What if there's new information I should be using? What if there's something else that I should be applying to my life? And you have to weigh that, all those things with you. You have to weigh all the information that comes to you. You have to see if it resonates with you. Like for example, in one of my monatomic goal videos, someone emailed me because I have my contact information in the description, and they were saying, hey, I think you missed something. Okay, cool. Let me know. And then they told me this and that. And I was like, well, I think that your description kind of goes along with something else that the person was talking about. It's like Dr. Delbert Blair, and he was talking about the monatomic goal, and the person was telling me that Dr. Delbert Blair said not to take it every day, but then all these other people take it every day, but then they seem fine, but this person told me otherwise. And I was like, well, show me the proof. Like, I'm open. I might be wrong. I might have missed something. Share it with me. And I was trying to have a whole conversation with the person, but he was very short and almost condescending. But I was just like, all right, whatever, you got it, man. Sometimes you just got to weigh it like that. Some people are always going to come to you with information. It's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to take it. But I remain open-minded because what if I'm wrong? What if there's something else I could be doing? What if there's new information I could share with people, right? That's the type of stuff I think about. It's like, even at the personal scale, when it comes to self-improvement, whether it's your, like self-reinvention, self-development, or your spiritual journey. What if I'm going in the wrong direction? What if there's something else I can do? What if, I'm only doing a fraction of what I could be doing? These are the simple types of questions to ask yourself, because if you ask that question, the answer existed before the question. So what if? It's like, what if everyone isn't the assholes in the world? I'm the asshole. What if there are things about myself that I'm simply ignoring? What if the people in my life, I should let them go because they no longer match my vibration? What if I'm holding myself back? What if it's only my voice telling me that I can't do something, right? These are the questions we need to ask. If we want to go to the big picture, what if my vote doesn't matter? What if this hierarchy that we got placed in life, whether like you're in like the caste system in India or the caste system in America, we have both. We just call it social economic class. It's the same thing. What if I'm not supposed to be at the bottom? What if I'm supposed to be at the top? What if the people at the top are actually supposed to be at the bottom, but they use their leverage? There's another video I'm going to make a little bit later, but it's like, what if the elites aren't this powerful? They just have money. They have power, so they can do whatever they want. But they're not smarter than you. They're not stronger than you. These are the type of people that say like they're the tallest in the room because they have you living on your knees. They're standing above you and they're handicapping you. And you see, I'm taller. Everyone else is on their knees. I'd hope you're taller than someone on their knees. You see what I'm saying? But let's get in a little bit more to the tinfoil hat world. Like, this is just how I like preface that I'm about to say some weird stuff. But what if? That's the whole premise behind this video. What if, that there is more than just life on Earth? I honestly think you have to be in a state of ignorance to think that there's only life on Earth. You telling me in all these planets, quasars, universe, solar systems, all that type of stuff, we're the only ones? That makes no sense to me. It's like when you get into like some of this knowledge and you keep asking yourself, what if? Well, what if they're right? I don't know about lizard people, but what if they're right? and you go investigate that a little bit, you might find more answers rather than the person who says, nope, that doesn't make sense. Nope. Because like we have, when people say the lizard people, I know what they're talking about. They're talking about draconians. Go do your research on that. But it's like people get this like view from movies. Movies always tell us what they're doing. It's like, and it's just like they kind of put it in your face. Where's the like if you could shrink to the size of an ant and hide on anybody's body, where would be the best place to hide? In all honesty, it would be right there in your nose. Because right now, think about it like this. Right now, you can always see your nose. You can always see your nose. But if you go cross-eyed and look at it, you can see it. But you always can see it. But it's just there so much, your brain just tunes it out. It's like, it's always there. It's always going to be there. That'd be the best place to hide if you were an ant climbing on a giant. They hide it right in front of you. It's like they make it so obvious you don't even look for it. You go, oh, that can't be. That was just a movie. Oh, it's like, what if? A lot of people, like when they go to numerology and gematria, and they make these crazy connections. Even me, I'm open-minded, but how does that correlate? How does that blah, blah, blah? And you just sit there and you be like, whoa, and then that, whoa, okay. If you don't close your mind off to new avenues of information, you're always going to be set. You might be the most powerful, let's just keep it simple, meditator in the world. Every time you meditate, you're going in between different dimensions and whatever. Boom, 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 you're traveling. And then you hear someone that says, well, what if you simply just change your hands like this and you won't have to go through the travel, you just appear in each spot. Oh, okay, let me see. You see what I'm saying? The power of what if is very, very powerful. It keeps you in a childlike state. It keeps you in a childlike state where in a world of wonder, where you're always like, what's next? What if? It keeps you from being complacent. Because when you ask yourself these questions, you're like, let's just say like right now, I feel amazing. I feel like my vibration is the highest it's ever been in my life. But what if there's something higher? I know there's something higher, but for the sake of the example, what if there's something higher that I can achieve? I'm going to achieve that. It always gives you a new goal. It always keeps you moving. It's like, this is why I get so tough on my parents. It's like, shout out to grandma. It's like, grandma listens, but my parents sometimes do. My mom always there. Shout out to mom. If you see Felicia Oliver in the comments, that's my mom. But, I get on them a lot because, like, sometimes they act like they took their foot off the gas. Like, oh, they've been in their career for this long. They've been this and that. But it's like, yo, you got to push them. Say, these are the elders. These are the people that motivated you. These are the people that motivated me to get where I am. Through your motivation, through the elders' motivation, through your mama, your dad, your grandma, grandpa, even your older siblings, they can get complacent because they feel like they're done with life. They lived it all. This is something my dad says all the time. Yeah, I've lived it all. I've lived life. If I drop now, I'm like, you are only in your 50s. Only in your 50s. Let's just say a typical lifespan. You got 2 more decades left. And you just going to stop now? You just gonna stop, pushing yourself? What if there's something else? What if you can regain your health? Other people, what if you can wake up? I don't care if you're 60 years old and you wake up spiritually. Your third eye opens, all your chakras line up. I don't know however it happens, but it happens. What if? And that's the power I like to start to live. Like I wake up more and more every day and I feel like a god. I look at the simplest things. I look at the simplest things and say, what if there's more than that thing, more than like the lizard I show you? What if that's a message for me? What if that lizard was a spy from the government? What if? But seriously, what if? It always keeps your mind open to new information, to see new information pour in from the channel that you just opened. If you want to see what's going on, what if I switched over to the news? Well, you opened up a channel. You turned the channel to the TV on to the news. So it's like now that information can now come in. What if I turn? Well, this is what happens if, boom. So what if that was a camera in the lizard with the lizard people? What if that was a message from my ancestors to say to keep on adapting, stay into the light, stay in the sun? What if? And this is like the crazy example. When people are bickering, kind of like with the monatomic goal example, the guy, he was going back and forth, and I wanted to continue discussion, but he just seemed like he just wanted to tell me what he knew, and that was it. Once again, I told y'all, exchange information. Don't just tell people stuff over and over and over, because that makes people not want to listen to you. I told the person, I want to have a dialogue. Why not? We could talk about this forever. Just know that you're doing this and that. I'm like, or what if you're wrong? What if I'm wrong? I told him in the email, I was like, yo, Neither of us know. We're both doing our research. If we knew the answer 100%, we wouldn't be doing our research. But I don't care if you've been researching for 30 years and a new person comes over and says something completely random to you. What if that person's right? So I did my own research with him. Like, even though I disagreed with 90% of what he was saying, I was like, you know what? Let me not take the monotonic goal and see if I feel any different. In all honesty, I don't feel any different. But, I have to keep that avenue open. One last thing and I'm gonna leave y'all. I was when I was doing my exploration, I came across this big old boulder. Oh, hold on, the sun's kind of in the way. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Zoom out, zoom out. To me, that almost looked like a person to me. It's the right here's the brow line, the forehead, maybe even a hat. Then there's the whole face. I was like, what if that's a mountain spirit? That might sound crazy. I might sound like I just went super hippy dippy way off the deep end. But what if? So just keep asking yourself that question. Because eventually you're going to keep getting more answers. You're going to be getting answers from avenues that you will have never explored if you didn't ask the question, what if? To the next one.